Okay, so in this video we're going to start looking at transformations of parabolas, and this one is going to be looking at completing the square. Now, completing the square looks at moving transformations both horizontally and vertically. I've got an ability to turn on where the vertex is and show the equation, but for the first part I just want to focus on what's on the screen currently. Because if I change my value for A, which is my number in front of the equation, as I make that number bigger, my graph gets skinnier, and as I make that number smaller and then negative, it turns it round into an n. So remember last time I was talking about u's and n's? Well, there you go, there's my u, okay, and if I make it negative, there's my n. Right, so I'm now going to turn my vertex on, and I'm going to look at moving my graph around, okay, and I'm going to turn the equation on so you can see what happens. Now, when I move the value for C, which is this bit that I'm adding on at the end, so this bit that's over here, that the plus 0, as I change that, as I make that bigger, it moves my graph up, and look, my equation becomes y equals x squared plus 2, so my vertex is 2, and as I move it down, it makes it negative, and it makes my y value is now at -3, and my equation has that in there. So the bit outside the brackets, if it's plus, it moves it up, and if it's minus, it moves it down. If I move my graph to the left, I get this minus thing, and it does the opposite of what I'm expecting, because a minus and a minus makes a plus. So what I end up with is x plus 3 all squared, and if I move it to the right, I end up with x minus 3 all squared. So by changing these numbers, I can draw any parabola I like, and I'm basing it on where the vertex is. Okay, so as I change that, my same functionality is the same. It's moving it up and down or left and right. That's the completing the square graphs.